Alright, let's see if we can turn these rat tails into rat bone. Got those tails for me? Yep, here you go. He takes the tails and drops them into a leather pouch, chuckling to himself all the while. These'll certainly do. Much obliged to you. I have that secret now. Of course. I thought something odd was going on when I first laid eyes on that rake. It's one thing to duel in the hive and avoid the attention, but he's been here for days. Is even staying in the hive, rather than taking a carriage or whatnot back to his case. The attention? The eye of the law. Mercy killers and the like. They patrol the seats of sigil, parts of it at least enforcing order, he grimaces. They stay out of the poorer sections of the city, like the hive. Well, I swore off thieving long ago, don't ask why, but it was just too much, too easy. Late one night, round anti-peak, I snuck up to the back of the flea pit inn he was calling Kip at, and guess who's at his room's window? That collector. Please continue. So I'm doubly suspicious now. The old rat-bone curiosity took a hold of me, and I starts following the collector around. Never sleeps, never eats. When the rake ain't out and about, he just sits in the darkest alley he can and stares into space. Interesting, go on. Here's the best part. One dark night, as I'm laying on a roof over the alley the collector's sitting in, who shows up and talks to him? The rake? No, a fiend. A fiend, sure enough. Lovely she was, with wings like an angel and lips like... Well, she was gorgeous. But a fiend she was surely. A temptress, a Baatsu, the kind we call Aranese. Aranese? Aranese, where I hail from. Continue then. I'd have given just about anything to hear what they was speaking about, but I've seen too much trouble to go catching a fiend's attention. All I know is they talked for a bit, then the fiend laughed. A cruel, mocking laugh it was, and faded away. The collector snarling and hissing as she went. Certain of this? Just go watch him yourself if you don't believe me. Don't press your luck though. And that rake's a basher. And anyone who duels him or pesters that collector finds themselves in the dead book quick. Why would a fiend talk to a collector? You missed the whole point, you addle-covered sod. He's not a collector. If you ever find yourself talking to a fiend, a Baatsu, mind you, and not one of them Bartme Tanari, why don't you ask about it? You never know what you might find out. Thanks for the information. Okay. Alright, let's go see if we can find that, bag of holding I'm remembering. And then we also want to check, check the tattoo shop, probably.
Alright.
We could also kill a couple of, Bashais while we're down here, and actually he's really close to leveling up. So, maybe that's a good use of our time here.
Endure.
But we want to put strength. We can do our shield spells.
I'm gone.
Even do blur if I wanted to.
I will hear you. I'm gone. Damn. In knowing the teachings
nice.
of Zerthamon, I have
Oh yeah,
grown
and
strong in all things.
leveled up here to mage level 7. Get some more memorization, and maybe we actually drop a couple of these, or at least one of these magic missiles. One more of them.
I'm gone.
Alright, let's go to the marketplace. I think there's a... I think this is one of those things as well. Oh yeah, it is.
I'm gone.
Here we go. Kind of strange interaction there where my characters are like trying to meet him at the point that he's walking instead of just attacking him directly. No, that's fine.
All right.
And then there's probably one more down here that we can get while we're at it. Yep.
The Karak sings true.
Done.
In knowing the teachings of Zerthamon,
Oh,
I
sweet.
have become stronger.
Got another level up.
What's up?
And actually, Morty isn't too far away. What is that? 10,000 to
It
level
is
up?
I. My blade has changed.
Oh, nice, Khan's weapon upgraded with his level that time. It's very nice. Let's see what it does now. Plus 2 enchantment, plus 4 armor class. Doubles all first level mage spells. And memorize 1 additional second level spell, and that go plus 2. Oh, that's very nice. You can get a whole bunch of stuff. Should also,
I hear
should also
your
check
words.
on, Missile of Patience and see when that,
I'm gone.
becomes more powerful than, Magic Missile. Okay. Was this the guy with the bag of holding by any chance? Shoot. He's not. I may have trouble, finding it because I don't know where it went. This guy, maybe? Oh, yeah, here we go. Okay. Let's try this.
Come on in, Basher. We have the best blades in town.
Okay. I wonder about, luck as well. Like, maybe I should just, maybe there's some reason for having that. Okay. Don't know if I want to necessarily like put the limb in it. That's not allowed in for some reason. It's also not allowed in for some reason. Interesting. I can probably sell these rags, by the way. Okay, now the trick is I gotta remember everything that I stuck in here in case I need it back for some reason. And hopefully there won't be any like bugs or anything where like something is checking my inventory to make sure I have something. Because the bag of holding was not in the original game. Alright, okay, yeah, I wanted to, check on the tattoos. Is my charisma still buffed? It is. I see what tattoos you have. Okay. +1 intellect and additional memorizations. That's nice, but maybe not quite that nice. But you know what? Okay, I was wondering if this was a consumable, but it seems like a
Balance in all things.
permanent buff. Two move greater action. Okay, I mean, this is not super relevant until we actually get a thief. But I mean, I guess I could buy it now while I'm here. And then have it later. Very similarly, I could do something like get the Constitution one now. Um, okay, hold on. I'm gonna check if the thief that we end up getting is a pure thief or a fighter thief. If she's a fighter thief, then I can okay, yeah, they're a fighter thief, so I can use both thief and these tattoos on her. And that's probably all I care about at the moment. I could try to see if having 20 intellect results in me being able to pass another check. Hmm. Okay, let's go worry about that later.
The flesh knows that it suffers, even when the mind does not.
Okay. Hmm. Okay, I've already had these conversations.
What is your will?
Okay, I want to check something here. Khan, can you translate for me? Um, okay, hold on. I have a memory of something to do with the intestines here, so let me check. Oh no, okay. Yeah, I think I'm getting mixed up between a couple things here. Da, 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 da. Okay, yeah. I don't think I can do anything more here until later.
I'm gone.
Okay, let's get back to where we were. I guess I can kill a couple more fiends on our way.
On the blasted plains, Zerthamond hold Gith that cannot be to skies.
We'll end up resting before we
Tanja's folly.
fully go back there again.
Die. I'm gone.
Let's see. Okay. I guess there's no reason. Well, no. I don't really need multiple people with the identify, so maybe I can sell that one.
All right.
Okay, I can at least go into my bag when I'm doing the selling. Good. Can I put my scalpel in healer? No.
All right.
Alright, that's fine.
Come on in, Basher. We have the best blades in town.
We'll kill this one. Do the two in the place north of here, and then we'll continue on our way.
All right.
Can sell our identify scroll.
All right. Damn.
Noticing a couple of
Done.
critical misses. It's hard to tell who's actually critically missing. Maybe I should have my combat log up instead of dealing with the loading numbers. Come on.
Tanja's folly.
Yeah, a lot of damage to Morty that time. Okay, I think if we kill one more, maybe two more of those, Morty will level up. So let's actually go do that real quick. And then we'll continue on our way.
I'm hurt.
Wow,
Done.
really got a wall up there.
I'm gone.
Okay, yes. And we did increase. And we can see if this increases Morty's weapon at all.
What's the word, Chief?
Yeah, here we go. I want you to become a more powerful magic weapon. Very nice. So these are +2 now. I suspect these get all the way up to +3.
All
This is
right.
my guess.
All right.
Okay, sell a couple things real quick. Then I decided I was going to sell the Identify one. Magic Missile I will hang on to, but I may not actually end up using it. Okay, and then let's rest here. I have to rest multiple times to heal up Morty. Only one more time. Yeah, okay.
All
I wonder
right.
if there's an option to rest until healed. Just to avoid having to click the same thing several times.
All right.
Alright, now we're going back to here. And so on one hand, I kind of want to
All right.
I kind of want to fully explore the Weeping Catacombs, but on the other hand, I don't want to kill a bunch of cranium rats because that prevents us from getting something later. It's not, you know, it's not a huge deal, I don't think. Something like a few thousand experience and um, and you know, a little bit of a story. But yeah, I don't know. I would just like to avoid that. Okay, so
Done.
let's see. Okay, let's do the strength
I regret nothing.
because those are
Insert the monster.
relatively long-lasting spells,
There cannot be
but we won't bother
I'm
doing
going.
other buffs yet until we can. Okay, so I won't probably won't fully explore everything here yet. Maybe if we go directly to a
Endure. Insert the mon's name.
Huh? Sure, why not?
okay.
I hear your words. Just folly.
Done.
Alright. As you pass one of their twisted stone faces on the walls, it calls out to you in a creaking voice. It sounds like the shifting of boulders. Immortal, regard me. I am Glyve, and I would have words with you. How did you know I am an immortal? I see a burning purpose within your shell. I see many things in the falling dust of these tunnels. You lack something essential, and that keeps you from death's sweet embrace. What did you want to say to me? Listen, this place holds much danger for you. Treachery awaits you on the surface, and your way is long and winding. At the end, you will find what you have sought, but you may not want it then. Are you some sort of oracle? Oracle? No, I observe. That is all. In that case, perhaps you can answer some questions. What did you want to know? Tell me of yourself. How did you come to be in this situation? I was once a respected leader in my community in the lower ward. A petty lord sought to increase his power at the expense of my people, my friends, my relatives, and friends and I spoke against him. And then what? And then he captured us, one by one, and bound our spirits and senses into these screaming faces under the ditch, where all filth and sigil comes eventually. And then he let the polluted waters above flow through our mouths and nose and eyes. Is there anything I can do to help? I am cursed to remain here until fresh water passes my lips. There's a magical flask of water in the drowned nations. Bring it to me, and give me a taste of it, and I shall tell you of someone who can help you unlock its full potential, and you shall never lack for water again.
Updated my journal.
Where's the flask? I do not know. There was an artist named Chad who frequented these tunnels. He knew. Find him, and he may tell you. How do I get there? Through the dead nations where the dead walk and rule, or through the warrens of thought, where many as one hold sway. Neither is without its risks. Dead nations? The dead have achieved life in their own way. They rule a portion of these catacombs. They struggle with many as one, for the heart of these tunnels. Tell me about many as one. You've heard of cranium rats? When they gather, they become more powerful, a shared mind. They and their servants, were-rats, seek mastery of these undertunnels. They war with the dead nations. Tell me more about the catacombs. The catacombs were carved eons ago to house the dead of the city who did not wish the tender ministrations of the dustmen. They have become the refuse ground of the city, where dwell monsters barely seen, where humans prowl like scavengers among the scavengers. Many as one patrols these tunnels, and has turned many against in their natures. The dead nation prowls as well, guarding against the depredations of the humans who come among them. Yeah, what do you want me to do? Okay, I will see if I can get that guy water. And then is this the dead nations? No, it doesn't look like it. Okay, I need a super quick break. I'll be right back. Alright, we're back.
All right.
Let's see if I can find the detonations avoiding the cranium rats. By the way, there's a cranium rat. Okay, I'm curious about this portal here. Not to know where this goes, but let's find out. I wonder if this is the one that takes us to Gris or whatever that guy's name was. Whoops.
I will hear you. That cannot be
Get a
disguised.
couple of buffs off here.
Tanta's folly.
Damn.
You see that?
Done.
I was a little bit worried about that because giant skeletons are can be scary, but with our level and our shield buffs and some of the character buffs we've got, we seem to be okay. This brazier has long since run dry of oil. Only ashes remain in the bottom. This passage continues a short distance, then ends. Magic punch daggers. Okay. Means some several of these. Wait.
I'm gone.
How I managed to not pick those up. Okay, so what do we have here? 2d8 plus 2 armor class and plus 1 luck. 1d4 plus 2. Kind of hard to tell which of these is better. I think these are better, although these have plus 1 backup. Okay.
Done.
Gold ring.
All right.
Alright, now how do we get out of here? Oh, there we go.
I'm gone.
Okay, let's see if we can earn this question. We got randomly respawning enemies here. Kind of annoying, but it's fine. These ones only give 200 experience. I'm gonna have to decide what stat I buff up next. Do I want to do one in intelligence? I think like overall I don't need to put any more in intelligence, but it might be
I'm gone.
helpful just to do it anyway. Okay, sounds like we scared that guy into letting us in whenever we want to now, which is nice. Alright, any luck finding my father yet? I found this ring on a body in a crypt that could only be reached by a portal. Maybe your
Updated my
father's.
journal.
Cheryl takes the ring from you when her eyes fill with tears. She quickly wipes them away and gives you a forced smile. My father's ring. Thank you, Cutter. I couldn't live with always wondering what happened to him. At least now I can put him to rest in my mind. I have nothing to give you for your kindness, other than my gratitude. Okay. Just a basic
Alright.
little quest, I guess.
I'm gone.
Go sell some stuff to Quint here. I want to talk trades. That. Not that. Okay.
Done.
Alright. Let's go rest before we continue.
I'm gone.
Do. Okay.
Done.
You know, I'm wondering if, So, like, these spells that I got from, the Unbroken Circle of Zerthamon, they're like slightly worse versions of the actual spell. So, like, for instance, this one, it boosts strength, but only for 30 minutes per level, whereas the actual strength spell does 60 minutes per level. Oh, you know what though? This cannot bestow a strength of 19 or greater, whereas power of 1 was 21 or greater. So actually, I think the power of 1's better. So I was originally going to say, you know, I wonder if I should like learn strength and have that instead of the other one. I mean, in certain circumstances, it is probably just better, but like for instance, if my character via the buff is not going to get up to 21 or 19 regardless, then the longer one is probably just better. Oops.
Balance in all things.
Done.
Get him buffed slightly before coming down here. This is fine.
It is I. Kansas Valley.
All right.
Okay, let's see if we can get to the dead nations. We want to avoid killing any more cranium rats if we can. Zombies are fine though. Okay, is this the Dead Nations? Yes. Okay. We will end up fully exploring in this area, but let's start with this. Stop! You have come too far, traveler, and trespassed into the Dead Nations, realm of the Silent King. Will thou submit peacefully? Submit to what? Just a second. Need to get some water. Okay, will thou submit? Very well, I submit. Come then, we shall show thee the chapel. Know this, thou shalt be free to wander these halls, but not to leave the catacombs. Thou shalt be a prisoner here until thy death. And should thou later arise as we have, thou shalt be free. Praise the Silent King. His will be done.
Updated my journal.
So go. Okay, this is interesting. This was the Dustman at the entrance of the mortuary very early on in the game, and also we ran into Dustman in a bar later who asked us what happened to him. Ah, someone came to aid our cause. I, as an agent of many as one, was told of your coming. We need you to try and find a way into the throne room of the Silent King and kill him. Do this, and many as one will reward you. Oh, this is interesting. This interaction is much different if you come here first before going to many as one. Sogo, Emmerich wanted to know why you were here. And wanted to know where you were. Yes, I am he. Good now. How do I get to the Silent King?
Journal.
I do not know. I have been here for some time, and I still cannot find a way inside his throne room. Perhaps you will have better luck, unburdened by the hatred and bigotry that is directed towards me. Hatred and bigotry? My faction views are popular with some, but not all. The most important figureheads of this civilization do not hold them dear. I see. Farewell them. A moment of your time before you go. Do not attack any of the undead here in the catacombs. They will not harm you so long as you remain peaceful. Should you prove hostile, they will defend themselves. And there are many of them. Lastly, you may return here if you need to rest.
Updated my
Wait, we can rest now? Of course. You shall be safe within this chamber while you rest. Okay. I probably should have made a different save before coming in here, but that's fine. I did save before the actual catacombs themselves, so I can always go back if I want to, although that would be quite a bit back.
I'm gone.
Okay. This small brazier gives off a light, much less heat. Barely gives off light, much less heat. This is something we can click on. This metal slab is apparently used as a bed. There looks to be a portion on its side that can be pried open. You're not going to be able to pry into Sogo's things while he's around. You'll need to find some way to distract him, or lure him away from the area, if you want to get in there. Got some questions. Tell me about Hargrim. A stubborn one, but admirable in his piety and devotion to duty. He is my strongest rival here, and he has kept this civilization together for many years. His passions stem from his piety and devotion to duty. Admirable qualities, but misplaced. Kind of a weird sentence structure there. Tell me about the Silent King. I have never seen the Silent King. I wish I could tell you something about him, but I've never seen him. Presumably his throne room lies beyond the Crimson Doors, but I cannot gain entrance. Argrim, the skeleton priest, will not let me. What do you know about this civilization? They have been here many centuries, I think, taking care of those who have passed away in their halls. Such devotion to duty is no longer necessary. It's almost a crime. You just want to kill them. Sentience threatens the dustmen. Okay.
I'm
Yeah,
gone.
it doesn't seem like there's any obvious way to lure him away just yet. This all looks like one big container rather than like 5 or 6 barrels. These appear to be separate containers, though.
I'm
Locked.
gone.
And your path is mine. Opened. Opened.
Only some of them are locked, though.
Opened.
All right.
Oh, 500 copper
I'm
coins.
gone.
That's very nice. Okay, so here's a Hargrim. Let's talk to him. See what he has to say. This skeleton wears what appears to be ancient priest's robes. Heavy and ornate. It carries a large, impressive stave, which is capped with intricately carved horns, dangling pendants, and a gilded skull. Greetings. The skeleton, its eyes aglow like 2 burning embers, looks you over but makes no reply. Are you the Silent King? It shakes its head, turning with an eerie grace and pointing eastwards. It then turns to you once more. May I speak with him? It holds up a bony palm. With a creaking groan and a puff of dust, its jaws open to speak. No. Its voice is deep and resonant. Its voice, deep and resonant, echoes for a long while in the vaulted chamber. Why not? Its voice booms throughout the chamber. No living creature may pass the doors that lead to his throne room, nor would I allow thee an audience, even if such a thing were possible. Thou shalt not see him. Huh. Okay. I was wondering if the slightly different way of introducing yourself matters at all. Doesn't seem like it. Why have I been made a prisoner here? 'Tis the will of the Silent King. Actually, you know what? Hold on. I'm sure this doesn't matter, but being a bit OCD about it. Why have I been made a prisoner here? 'Tis the will of the Silent King. The living who are caught here are made to languish in those halls until they join the quiet ones. Could he be convinced to allow
Updating
otherwise?
my journal.
After a short silence, its jaws creak open. 'Tis doubtful, but perhaps. Mysterious are the ways of the Silent King. But I need his permission to leave. Argrim holds up its palm. No. By the power of the Silent King, you shall not leave this place. What can I do to convince you? Firstly, I would know why you are here, know why thou art here. I am looking for something, a small bronze sphere. It shakes its head. I have seen no such thing. Why dost thou seek this object? For a man named Farid. The skeleton draws back. He looks up and away as if peering at the surface. Blood still beats in his black, worm-ridden heart. That wheezing sack of flesh still sends his pack into our homes to raid and pillage. It faces you once more. Thou wert wrong to come here. We tolerate no such desecrators within our borders. I'm not of his pack. Why then art thou here invading our homes on a fetch and carry for that miserable soul? I need it for information, no loyalty between us. He looks you over carefully, tapping his chin with a bony finger. Click, click, click. Thou do not seem the sort to follow such a man. Perhaps you speak the truth. Perhaps your presence here is tolerable. What can I do to convince you to let me leave? He considers you for a moment before speaking. Prove to the dead nations that thou mean it no harm. Acts of goodwill. Perhaps then I shall take thy petition to the Silent King. Is there some task I
Updated
can
my
perform?
journal.
Yes, perhaps. Occasionally the ghouls will miss small packs of well-hidden cranium rats that have come to spy here. And thou should come across any, be sure to slay them. Tell me about the cranium rats. They are hive-brained vermin who once came here in great numbers, feeding upon the corpses in our care. The ghouls have, for the most part, driven them back. They no longer leave their warrens to the east of here. Do they have any
Updated
weaknesses?
my journal.
Their strength is gathered in numbers. If one were to find and slay small, separated groups, the stronger packs would slowly lose power. In the rat warrens to the east, for instance, they are very powerful. Brain vermin killed in the hive above might weaken them here, though. Okay, I'm curious if that's, like, if there's very, like, several different ways to talk to him. Let's check this. This will make me more chaotic, probably because I swore to Farid I wouldn't tell, but it's probably not enough to make me unlawful, but we can check. Okay, that didn't actually accomplish anything, so we'll, because we don't want to be more chaotic. Okay, why have I been made a prisoner? 'Tis the will of the Silent King. The living who are caught here are made to languish in the halls until they join the quiet ones. Quiet ones? The true dead, those who have no voice, and do not but sleep eternally. May the Silent King watch over them. Tell me of the Silent King, our Lord in vision, he who makes the law and protects us. Thou would do well to start no trouble here, stranger, for the Silent King's eye is everywhere, and his justice swift. Why is he called the Silent King? He speaks no more than necessary to guide us. Praise the Silent King. Tell me of Sogo. He tries to convince us to give us this, to give up this pretense of life, as he calls it, and pass into the true death. He claims that it is our passions that anchor us to this life, and we must let go of them in our duty. He wants us to
Updated
die.
my journal.
Go on. Some listen to his words, but none have chosen to surrender themselves to his beliefs. Those that did would be forever silenced. Our numbers would dwindle, and all that we have here would be destroyed by what surrounds us. Soge may believe he is doing right, but is in truth causing great harm. Why do you allow him to stay? We cannot force him to leave. He knows we cannot harm him. The dead truce. No undead may injure a dustman unless first attacked. Also, the Silent King wishes no slaughter in the halls. Tell me about yourself. It indicates stave and robes. I am called Hargrim. I am the high priest of the citizens here. I spread the word of the Silent King to his followers. How'd you come to be here? I passed away long ago, and found that beyond death lies only oblivion. Fortunately, I was able to step back at the last moment from the brink. Step back? Yes, I awoke here. I wandered the catacombs for untold days before stumbling into the throne of my lord, the Silent King. He spoke to me, and from that fated meeting the Dead Nations was born. Just a second. You mentioned followers. Who else is here? We, the skeletons, other undead, zombies, and ghouls, there were once shadows, but they have long since fled. Sometimes, one of the living spends the last of his days here. Also, far to the east live many cranium rats. Tell me of your kind. We tend to the quiet ones, the true dead, and obey the word of the silent king. Our work here has gone on for centuries. Tell me of the other undead. It breathes out its reply in a stale cloud of dust. Who? The zombies. They serve the Silent King and the dead nations as laborers. They work beneath the guidance of Stale Mary, the most intelligent and wisest amongst them. Tell me more about Stale Mary. She is the most intelligent of what some call the rotting herd. Those zombies which populate the dead nations. Unlike many of us, her heart did not depart at the moment of her death. That is as much as can be said. Tell me about the rotting herd. They serve the Silent King and the dead nations as laborers. Oh, same thing. Okay. We got an ad coming up in about 3 minutes, and this conversation is probably going to go on for a little while. So I think we will go ahead and pause here, and I will be back after the ads and take a little bit longer break than usual this time. See you guys soon.